Welcome back to the Retro in 3, where I take up to 3 minutes to talk about a classic video game. Today I want to talk about Dracula X. Not the one you're thinking about. This is the 1995 Super Nintendo version of the game, not the PC Engine version that became a cult classic. It came out right at the tail end of the SNES lifespan. While chronologically this is the same game in the series timeline, it's got a number of key differences. Mainly, the levels are different, the graphics are different, and you can't play as Maria. Playing as Richter Belmont, you grab your whip and set out to rescue your fiancée and her sister from Dracula's castle. You make your way through several stages and fight dozens of enemies, including several bosses. Like in previous Castlevania games, there are special sub-weapons that you can find, including the cross, the throwing daggers, and the axe. Like in the PC Engine version, Richter can perform an item crash attack by hitting the X button once you have a certain amount of hearts. The game also has multiple routes and multiple endings. To be honest with you, Konami made some baffling design choices with this one. First of all, the 8-way directional whip from Super Castlevania 4 is gone, and there are a lot of situations in the game where you would really need it. Also, with all the buttons on the SNES controller, why do I have to press up and Y at the same time to use my sub-weapon? Especially when in Super Castlevania 4 I just had to press the R key. And Konami went a little too overboard with the platforming segments. Now there are some cool graphical effects, especially in the first level. However, I didn't feel that Konami pushed the Super Nintendo hardware the way they did with Super Castlevania 4. I'm not saying that the game is terrible, it just feels a step down compared to Super Castlevania 4 or even Bloodlines on the Sega Genesis. The soundtrack is awesome and it features remixes of classic Castlevania tunes. And also, it's cool that Konami gave us one more Castlevania game before moving on to PlayStation. So if you want to find this game, the original cart will run you up in the hundreds. Thankfully, it's been included as part of Castlevania Advance Collection, along with the 3 Game Boy Advance games. It's available on pretty much every platform. It has save states, rewind, and the ability to play the Japanese, US, or European ports of the game. So that's definitely the way to go. Anyway, thanks for kicking it with me, and make sure you like, share, and follow if you want to see more gaming content.